Today we have a cordless electric aquarium gravel cleaner. This is actually one of the first ones I've seen that's cordless, which is really nice. Adjustable flow, like I said, cordless, easy to use. It is a 6-in-1 function, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Alright, we got a little manual, safety instructions. This is the main part. There is your BC charge. And then there's a power off, there's a speed, and of course this will show you your different levels of speed. So it looks like we have an in and an out, and a tube here, we got a tube there, got a big long tube here. This is the submergible motor that you use down at the end, and this comes up and plugs into here, like that. And it basically just extends to where you want it. Alright, so this is the filtration. If you'll notice that the end is actually closed, and you take the end off like this to get in there and clean it off. And the idea is that the water flows into it, flushes up through, the stuff is caught, and the water is then put back into the tank. So we have that goes into there, you have that, and then you have a tube on the end like that. It's going to give all these a nice little push to make sure everything is on nice and tight. There is an open and close to this so that you can clean out the motor if you need to. There's just a siphon motor. There's your USB-C charging cable. It looks like we have a big scoop. We basically have this here, which actually does allow water to come out. And how you go around that is to take this off and take off the filter, because you're just pushing water straight through. And if you put this to this, it goes through and pushes out towards the end out here. So if you want to just suck water out, you can do that without filtering it. We are looking towards the filter. So this is the filter. We're putting that on, and this pipe just now becomes an extension for the depth of what you're going to be doing. Now, if you have a deeper one, you can add this extension here onto here. It has a coupling, and then you just put this one into here, and it makes it longer. So if you need a little bit longer, you can do that. So we're going to use this, and I showed you can take this off to clean this. You can also take the back part off to clean it too. So it's very easy and versatile to clean. So let's go ahead and try it out. Go ahead and press the button. You want to make sure that this is submerged before you use it, because you don't want to run this dry. So you want to put it down in, push the button, and it is running. You can see that it's sucking up. I think it's on high. It is. I need to bring it down some because it's sucking all the sand straight up through. I just want it to pull the sand a little bit, let it drop, and it'll pull the yuck with it straight up in. So note to self, make sure whenever it's submerged, you turn the power on, and make sure that you're only at like a 1 or a 2 whenever you hit the sand, because that 4 literally sucked up all the sand. So at an angle for the finer stuff, doesn't seem like it picked up too much sand. So it is definitely sucking up the stuff that is floating around, and I could literally just bring it around. And if I really wanted to, I could bring it up to 4 and really pull some stuff and get the stuff right out of the water. I can clean off these plants. I can get all this crap that is floating around. Yeah, she's cleaning it up nicely whenever I just get it through the water there. I noticed that if you have the fine sand, you don't want to go straight up and down, because it'll literally suck the sand straight up in. If you need to do fine sand, you need to do a little bit at an angle so the sand falls out like that, but it still pulls the garbage that's inside of the sand, and that is on 1. You don't want to have it on anything higher than 1 for the fine sand. You can see it's already got some in there, but if you're careful, and I'm sure as I use it more, I'll be able to be less. But then you can also put it up on the higher speed to pull things straight out of the water. That there, and some of that there. And just by agitating the water, I'm pulling stuff out and making the water have floating things so I can suck those up. So that works pretty good. You take this end off here for the squeegee, and that just goes up inside of here. But they call it a squeegee in the documentation. But I think it's more of a scraper to be able to pull the stuff off. And you basically just want to go down like this to make it go in. And there you go. Just use it like that to scrape off the inside of the glass. And it helps suck it up. There you go. So if you're looking for a cordless way to clean your tank, this might be a good option for you. So check it out.